Good evening, everyone. We're going to start the meeting. Please join us for the pledge. Good evening, everyone. So tonight we're going to start with item 2 is correspondence. We don't have any tonight. Moving to item 3 is public session for items that are on tonight's agenda. We have no one signed up. Moving to item number 4 is presentations and guests, and we have nothing tonight. Okay, moving to item number 5 is the starting off with the superintendent's report. We have 5 items on that agenda. So we'll start with the superintendent's report. Sarah Long.
Thank you. Just an update on the New York State budget. We heard today that there could be a temporary agreement to preserve the hold harmless funds for this year. Again, this does not impact Tri-Valley directly, but it is impacting our colleagues in Sullivan County. So we're hoping for a resolution soon. We have been told that they're going to continue to increase the scrutiny of undesignated fund balances that are exceeding statutory limits. So currently, we're carrying a 6.92% carryover of our fund balance, but we will be at 4% for the 24-25 school year. So again, we're in good shape with that. Today, Jesse, Bob, and I met with our attorney, our architect, and the electrical engineering firm to discuss the specific lights that will be installed in the elementary gym when the ceiling is replaced. We've been presented with 2 options, one that requires the light fixture to be suspended from the base of the frame and then one to be mounted. So the mounted one came to us today. We had not heard about that, and we've asked for further information about the mounted one because we are concerned that this unit is about this big and it would be hooked with chains from the base. And if it hits, it's meant to absorb, but it's also meant to move. So again, we want to get away from that entire perception that things are not secure there. So we've asked for that information to be expedited to us. We are scheduled for a board meeting on Thursday, June 20th. It is also the same evening as the Career and Tech Educational Recognition Night. So we should probably discuss if we want to either move the board meeting to June 27th, which is the same evening as baccalaureate, or we could move it to June 18th, or not have one until the reorg meeting, which will probably be July 11th. I don't know if we want to talk about that, think about that. Policy committee update. The policy committee met last night and reviewed the final updates to several policies. These policies should be included in your board information and are for your review, and we will do our first reading of those on May 7th. Great news, if you call our district, you will now hear an updated message, including quicker avenues to access departments. So I want to say thank you to Corey Turner and Aaron Butler and Bethany Hamilton, who re-recorded for making those updates. Also, as you can see, we're continuing to work on our website. We are opting for a simpler format and adding icons at the bottom to make navigation a little bit easier. We'll be working on the internal pages in the upcoming months, playing with color schemes, but anyone's feedback is greatly appreciated. Our senior prom is this Saturday night at the Villa Roma Clubhouse. We currently have 117 students attending. And along with our prom advisors and administrators, we will also have our security supervisor, Mike Kashesky, there, and Cliff Davis.
Okay, thank you. Moving to item number 5B is the Sullivan County BOCES budget vote for $3,593,562. It's the BOCES administrative budget for 2024 to 25. Can I have a motion to accept the BOCES administrative budget 24 to 25?
So moved.
Motion by George, second by Tammy. Any discussion?
If I may, I was one that from the board that went to that dinner, and they did a very nice job in discussing and describing what that budget is. And It's trying like every other school district, but they've been offering a lot, and I think it's worthwhile for us to vote positive on that. Thank you.
Anybody else? Please proceed to vote.
Aye.
That was unanimous.
It is unanimous. Thank you. Be it resolved upon the recommendation from the superintendent of schools, the board cast its vote to approve the BOCES administrative budget for 2024 to 2025 in the amount of $3,593,562. Moving to item 5C is the Sullivan County BOCES board member vote. So we have 3 candidates for the at-large seat for BOCES. I'm going to read through each of the 3 names, and if someone wants to make a motion on one of the names, we'll do a hand vote for each one, okay? So the first one is a Mr. Ronald Acosta, Liberty Central School District, is a new candidate. If someone wants to make a motion for that candidate. Okay, moving to the second candidate is Mrs. Karen Billig from Fallsburg Central School District. She is a new candidate as well. Anyone make a motion for that? Okay, moving to the final candidate is Mrs. Tammy Chibodi, the Tri-Valley Central School District, also a new candidate. I make a motion that we nominate and cast a ballot for Tammy Chibodi.
Second.
Second by George. Any discussion? Okay, hand vote.
You can be biased. You.
Okay,
Yes, you can vote.
that is unanimous, and the motion is by me and George second. Okay, be it resolved, board reviewed the 3 candidates for 1 at-large seat and cast its ballot for Mrs. Tammy Chibodi from Tri-Valley for a 3-year term to fill a vacancy on the Board of Cooperative Educational Services of the sole supervisory district of the County of Sullivan at the BOCES annual election to be held on April 16th, 2024. Moving to item 5D is another board member, BOCES board member vote, and this one is for Mrs. Linda Berkowitz. She's currently the president of the BOCES school board. And can I have a motion to nominate Linda Berkowitz for the seat for BOCES board member? Motion by Pat.
Second.
Motion by Tim. Motion by Pat. Second by Rose. Any discussion? Please proceed to vote. And this is a hand vote as well. All of them hand voted, or are we doing electronic? Okay, we'll do electronic.
Aye.
That was unanimous.
Okay, that is unanimous. Thank you. Be it resolved, the board cast its ballot for Mrs. Linda Berkowitz, Fallsburg Central School District incumbent, for a 3-year term to fill a vacancy on the Board of Cooperative Services of the sole supervisory district of the County of Sullivan at the BOCES annual election to be held on April 16th, 2024. Moving to item number 5E is another BOCES board member vote for Mrs. Linda Fisk of the Livingston Manor School District. She's an incumbent as well for a 3-year term. Can I have a motion to nominate Mrs. Linda Fisk? Motion by Tim. Second by Pat. Any discussion? please just proceed to vote.
Aye.
That was unanimous.
That is unanimous, thank you. Be it resolved, the board cast its ballot for Mrs. Linda Fisk, Livingston Manor Central School District incumbent, for a 3-year term to fill a vacancy on the Board of Cooperative Educational Services of the Sole Supervisory District of the County of Sullivan at the BOCES annual election to be held on April 16th, 2024. Moving to item number 6 is items the board wants pulled from tonight's agenda. Anybody? Okay, moving to item number 7 is the consent agenda. Can I have a motion to approve the complete consent agenda, category 7 through 12?
Motion.
Motion by Rose,
Second.
second by Travis. Please proceed to vote.
Aye.
That was unanimous.
It is unanimous, thank you. Be it resolved upon the recommendation from the superintendent of schools, the board approves the entire consent agenda, categories 7 through 12. Moving to item number 13 is board committee reports. We don't have anything for tonight. It should be for the next meeting. So we move to item number 14 is old business. We don't have anything to discuss tonight for old business. Moving to item number 15 is public comment session for items that are not on tonight's agenda. I don't have anyone signed up. And we move to item number 16 is announcements, reminders, and upcoming events. Mr. Eberly, anything? Can recognize you there. Okay, moving to item number 17 is new business, and we don't have anything to discuss under new business. So we're going to move to item number 18, board comment session. I have one thing, is for the annual budget meeting on Tuesday, May 7th. Any of the board candidates for Tri-Valley will have an opportunity to introduce themselves at that meeting. And we just ask that they limit their introduction to 10 minutes. And that would be it. Okay. Anybody else? Travis?
I went to competition night. It was awesome. Bethany, good job. Thank you. Thank you to all the staff. It was cool. The kids didn't eat enough, of course, to buy from Cast, but it was a great time. Thank you for that. It was great. And I
George?
think that's it.
George?
If I may, I'd like to talk about Jerry Stevens, recent retirement, been here a long time. His mom also worked here in school. I had her. So he made a hard decision that he had to go home and take care of her in his time. But he really enjoyed working here all these years. I know some have tried to keep him here for a little longer, but he said it's time for him to move on because of family. So I wish him well. And then another one, which we all know that keeps me updated and keeps me in line, and everything I need is Norma. She does a tremendous amount of work for me because I do everything by paper and hand, and my mouth. So she puts up with it. So I appreciate that, but I wish her well as well. Thank you, Norma.
Thank
I'm
you.
not done, if I may.
You may not.
We did have a policy meeting, and the policy committee consists of our superintendent, our board president, Mr. Diamond, and Mr. Hartman, and myself. And the last meeting we had was last night, and we went over some very important policies, and you'll be seeing them, so take a look at them. But we had a 2-hour meeting, and it went very well, I thought. So we do spend a lot of time, and we are engaged. Another thing I'd like to talk about, I don't have anything prepared, so please bear with me. I have an opportunity once in a while to bring my grandchildren to school, and that's a treat for me. So I come down the road, and I pass the main entrance out here in front of the church, and the parking lot's full of everybody, already at 7:30 in the morning. And I pull over on Moore Road, and first thing I see is our security officer. Always there, doing what he's supposed to do, keeping our kids safe. So I pull up to the next one, get ready to let the kids off, and there's another security officer there saying good morning to our kids, and we have our faculty there as well, always with a bright smile. And the kids are always welcome. So I move up to the next one. There's one we're losing, is Jerry Stevens. He's always out front saying hello to all the students, and another security officer. So, you know, I mean, what that looks like is a lot for Tri-Valley. A lot of schools don't have what we have. We're taking care of our children in safety. And when you go farther than that, we have a new administration, we're moving forward that, and a good faculty, we're moving forward. So, you know, I think we should be proud of what we have at Tri-Valley. It's tax time, it's budget time, and I think that the public needs to know how we're moving forward. And I really believe we're moving forward here. Sure, we make some mistakes. Had a friend that his father interviewed a candidate to work. So he interviewed him. Candidate said, I've never made a mistake. I've always done well, never made a mistake. So the guy says, well, let me think about it. So the candidate come back a while later, says, what do you think? I got the job? I can't use you. What do you mean you can't use me? He says, you've never made a mistake, you've never done anything. So yes, we all make mistakes. And the best thing we can do is move forward from them. And don't look back, but learn from them. And I think we're doing that. So being a board member here, I'm proud to be a board member. I think we have a great school. I was at the All-County, and kids from other schools I could hear talking about Tri-Valley, how colorful it was, how clean it was, and how much security we had. And they were very impressed, and that was all our county schools were here. So that says a lot. That says that we have more than most. And we should be thankful for that, and especially thankful to the public. And thank you for allowing me to talk.
Well said. Thank you, George. Tammy?
Good evening, everyone. I would just like to say that I also attended Color Wars, and it was fabulous. The energy in the gym was through the roof. Staff certainly outdid themselves. The concession put on by CAST was phenomenal. The food was great. The prices are unbelievably, you can't beat them. And you're really supporting a good cause. All of our students here in the secondary school. And it was just a fabulous night. It was great to see so many people, and it was a lot of fun. And, you know, the freshmen really came through and gave the seniors a run for their money. So, yeah, that was that was great to see the excitement and the energy. But again, thank you to all the staff for your time, your energy, and caring for our children. It definitely shows how much you do care. To Mr. Stevens, I wish him all the best in his future endeavors, and I'm gonna miss seeing him. He's always a joy. And Norma, well, I'm gonna miss her. I wish her all the best. And that's it.
Thank you, Tammy. Rose?
Just a congratulations to our upcoming retirees. I wish you guys the best.
Piggybacking off the competition night, it was fantastic. Felt like old school Tri Valley. Staff did a great job. Good enthusiasm. Kids had fun. Everybody was safe. George also touched on security. I do drop offs pretty much every day with various children from my household, and they do a great job. Everybody does a great job here. The different temperament of the staff here compared to just 5 years ago, it's like night and day. I mean, I remember coming here and it was almost like entering a correctional facility. That's how serious things were at the gates. Now there's a welcome smile. The kids are all happy. It's a different place. Retirements, Jerry Stevens is a legend, rock star. He coached like all kinds of modified sports when I was a kid. His sneaker game is very strong. We're going to miss him. Norma, you've done a tremendous job, and, retirement is well-deserved. And then lastly, the board seats are open till Tuesday, the petition period, till Monday. And I encourage competition. Competition brings out the best in us. If we have 3 seats and 3 people put in, that's not always the best measure, right? We want to have a little competition, have our best people come out and see where it lands. So Monday's the cutoff for those that have petitions that didn't turn them in. For those that did, congratulations, and can't wait to hear what you have to offer.
Yes, Tim. Okay, moving to item number 19 is, do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion by
Second.
Pat, second by Rose. Please proceed to vote.
Aye.
Just check.
Aye.
That was unanimous.
Is unanimous. Thank you. Be it resolved, the board adjourned at 7:23, 7:24. Good night. Thank you.